Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Super Game Brothers podcast. This is episode number 37, which means we have been doing this for 37 weeks in a row. My name is David, and I'm joined by the man in black, the Brixton man in black, Devin. Devin, how are you doing?
I'm fantastic, brother.
Good.
Yeah, doing well. I just renewed my insurance.
On your car?
No, my health insurance.
Oh, so did I.
It was super fun.
Yeah.
I noticed something. I like to, in my head, create this big idea that this small task is going to be. I was like, I don't know if I can do that today. I had to answer like 6 questions and it was done in 3 minutes.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, just finished that. And I'm hoping that it covers dental because I want to. Our parents hate us and they're not giving us Christmas presents this year. So they're giving us money instead. And I'm going to get a new prescription, get some glasses. So
what's the dental for?
Did I say dental?
Yeah.
I don't know. Wait, where am I?
Need those teeth glasses. Health insurance usually doesn't cover adult dental and vision.
Oh boy.
So just a heads up there. It might on your special plan, but you have to look at it.
Yeah.
If not, I would just go to Costco or something. It's generally cheaper than like getting vision insurance anyways.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Hopefully I don't have to spend more than like $100-$200 to get a prescription, and then I'll just go to my place that I get glasses from. I got some cool options from Warby Park. You got to see the new glasses they have.
Oh, did you try a box?
No, but they have a store downtown, and I looked online.
Ah.
And there's some cool ones, super modern. I'm looking for like thin gold grandpa.
Huh? Yeah.
Freaking frames. They're going to be gutted.
Wow.
But I haven't done that for like 5 years. I'll bet my prescription's way different.
Yeah, probably. I just got a new prescription, but I haven't purchased new glasses in probably 10 years. So my glasses prescription is a few prescriptions behind.
Wow.
My contacts are up to date, which I wear every day, but I need new glasses as well. I don't know if I could pull off the thin wire frame, though.
I think you could.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm getting into the modern trends nowadays. I've got baggy pants, loose jeans. We're going with the thin gold glasses, which you'll be getting as well. I'm going to buy 2 pairs and just give you one.
Nice. What's your prescription?
I don't know.
What is it on your one now?
Well, it only says like -2.
Oh, okay.
But I'm blind. Are you blind?
Super. I'm -6.5.
Well, I feel like I'm completely blind when I don't have them in. Well, I can't even put them in. I don't do contacts for anybody listening. They don't cooperate with my eyes. Within 3 hours, I have like blood vessels are popping. I'm hearing scream. Like there's, it just doesn't work. So I'll be wearing glasses for the rest of my life.
It is weird how they don't seem to like be compatible with some people. Because for me, when I don't have mine in, then my eyes get dry.
Oh, I wish I'd wear them every day because glasses are kind of inconvenient.
Yeah.
Every morning, it's like microfiber cloth, get them all cleaned again, and yeah, a little bit exhausting. But yeah, we got to get some that are going to complement my face. If I'm maybe wearing these 24/7, they're going to be looking good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Definitely need to be looking good. Well, that's fun. You got your Christmas money purchases all sorted out.
I should just save it, but that's something that's needed to be done for a fat minute.
Yeah, that's okay. Sometimes I hate spending money on things you need, but that's like a kind of fun need where it's like, oh, new glasses is like a fun feeling. It's not like tires on the car, which is not a fun feeling.
Yeah, very, very true.
Yeah.
We just did that. We just waited at Walmart for 2 hours for new tires last weekend. And in the meantime, I got to play with the newest iPhones next to the newest Androids. And don't hate me, but I think I'm switching. I'm dead serious. They're just as responsive, if not more.
Yeah.
The frame rate seemed higher.
Their like screens are usually like higher pixel density and stuff.
I was blown away. I was like, there's no way this is that good. Why am I on iPhone?
Mm-hmm. Was it a Samsung or was it?
Yeah, it was like the new Samsung S24 Ultra, and that thing was unreal. Like, just super responsive. I heard they're like very customizable, and it looked like there were no jaggies or like jittering as I was swiping super fast.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dang, I feel like my games or anything I do on the phone would be a little bit smoother on this Android compared to that iPhone. And it's probably less expensive. It turned out they were actually similarly priced.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a part of me that wants to switch.
Yeah. I switched for a couple of years from iPhone to a Samsung Galaxy. It was a cool one. It had like these rounded edges, and then the edges of the phone were on an angle, and it would give you notifications along the angled screen.
Oh, interesting.
And so I don't know. It was cool.
That is,
but yeah, everybody complains your green text messages. But
yeah, I do understand it. I feel like they don't go through if they're green. It's like, did they actually receive that?
Yeah, I think there has been some legislation or something, and Apple is having to play ball a little bit more because they can accept like better messaging from Android. They just choose not to because that is a big barrier. But I think that they've been forced to. So I think that is coming soon, if I'm not mistaken. So you might be just fine on your Android.
Yeah, that won't happen in the near future. I'm not about to blow $1,500, but I was very impressed. It was pretty shocking. I like looking at the tech, even if it's just kind of the lower tier tech at Walmart. It's fun to look at.
No, yeah, I agree. I always like looking at them. I think like an Asus or a Sony phone.
Sony would be amazing.
Are probably like way better than you think they are.
I want a Sony OLED phone. Very badly. I watch a lot of movies on my phone. So I'm going to get like a headband that holds my phone right here. Nice. Sick. Yeah. But movies always look better. Mm-hmm. Because that pixel density that you're talking about, it's not stretched out. And if your phone is anywhere near like even, I don't know what phone resolution is. Are they even close to 1080 or 1440 or are they above that?
I don't know exactly what it is. I know that most of them are not 4K just because of like the size. They don't feel like they need to be.
Yeah.
But like when one does have like a really high pixel density like that, I feel like you can tell the difference.
Yeah. If they made a 4K phone in an OLED, I would buy it and enjoy my movies with my AirPods. Speaking of AirPods, I've got a lot of thoughts today.
Yeah, you do.
I was talking to our cousin and I said, these horror movies, because I keep watching horror movies or thrillers or whatever, they don't affect me in any way and it's annoying. But I told him, I said, the only way they ever affect me is if I have AirPods in. You're more immersed in it, and every scary thing is right in your head, and can actually leave me with an eerie feeling. So I think that's going to be the plan going forward.
Okay. Headphones.
Yeah.
Crazy. I don't think I've watched a movie with headphones in a long time. I don't think. I watched Castlevania, the animated Netflix show, on my phone. Mm-hmm. While my wife was watching something else. And so I watched that with headphones, but that's probably the only thing.
Did you watch Arcane?
I was going to bring that up. I did.
All of it?
No.
Oh.
I didn't finish it. I was going to ask you. I think I have watched the first 3 episodes, which isn't like incredibly far.
But isn't the animation incredible?
Oh yeah, the animation is very, very pretty. I think I'm at the time jump because I started episode 4. And it did seem like characters were older and stuff. And the main like falling out between those 2 characters, it seems like, has just happened. I liked it so far. I don't feel like the character drama has grabbed me quite yet, but I imagine most of that kind of circles back around as you continue with those characters after the time jump. Is that right?
Yeah, it gets so good. It's insane. Some of the scenes, you'll almost forget it's animated. It's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very, very pretty.
And they just do such good things with music. There'll just be a full 5-minute song with all this stuff happening, and you're just like, this is so good.
Yeah. It did the thing which a lot of movies do this and TV shows where it puts the characters in this situation that I feel like is almost unrealistic. so that there will be a big dramatic effect. And that is like, I forget their names. The Haley Steinfeld character tells Vi tells the other one. At that point, they're calling her Powder.
Jinx.
Yeah, they hadn't called her Jinx yet, other than a couple people have told her she jinxes stuff. She tells her to stay from like this big job. She doesn't stay, uses some of her homemade grenades. One of their buddies dies, and she's all ticked off at her. I'm like, man, I feel like in that situation, if everyone just would have communicated like a little bit better, it wouldn't have happened like that, and they wouldn't hate each other. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I agree with you.
The same kind of thing happens in shows like Breaking Bad and stuff too. It's a very delicate line of like, we want the crazy drama and like these crazy situations, but how do we make them seem not so formulated and like the characters would actually do these things? You know?
I agree. I am big on rational thinking and just logic. And so I see some things and I'm like you're saying, if you would have talked that out for 2 minutes,
right, and
people were there to listen and not just speak over the other person, there wouldn't have been a 4th episode needed.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. But at the same time, it was like a cool kind of crazy climax there, and I'm excited to see how it continues. So yeah, really like it so far. I think I only have Netflix for like 2 or 3 more days, so I need to just binge the rest of that really quick.
Oh, you could probably log into ours. Oh, but they're doing the house thing, huh?
They do.
Well, it's not happening for...
Really?
You didn't hear this from me. But they're not coming after me for it. No, I've watched it on TVs, phones, at different locations. They've never said anything.
Okay. I was wondering if like the show is on Prime to purchase, or if Netflix made it and it's exclusive to Netflix. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. It does seem like most things are on Prime, but I know
it's not like on the portion of Prime that's included with Prime, but I wonder if I can like buy the episodes for $2 each or something, you know, which is pretty common for other TV shows.
We don't have a lot on the news today, but Fortnite brought the Incredibles back, so you can get Frostman. What's his name? Frozone,
yeah.
Mrs. Incredible, Mr. Incredible. And since they're linked with Rocket League, in Rocket League, there's an Incredibles pack. You got a cool goal explosion or the like Incredible Bill. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever it's called. I almost bought that today. Like a dummy. I was like, I need that.
Is it cool looking?
Kind of, yeah.
The one fun. From the second Incredibles? Well, I guess it's in both, but the kids actually like drive it in the second one, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. But it looked cool enough where I was like, dang, I want to rock this. I get really into the aesthetic of my car in that game. It's so dumb. I'm like, I have these rare titanium white items.
Hey.
I don't know.
There's not like a lot of customization you can do in Rocket League well, I mean, there is quite a bit, but the car is like the main thing, so
yeah,
I like it.
I do that in games for some reason. Like when I play Fortnite, I'm either Catwoman or I'm Jill Valentine from Resident Evil. And then I do the same thing in Rocket League. I need them to collab with Power Rangers and Mega Man.
It's probably coming.
It needs to come.
I always play in Fortnite. I haven't played in probably 6 months, but as Kratos or as a Levi Ackerman or Mikasa Ackerman.
Is this Attack on Titan?
From Attack on Titan.
I have one of the Attack on Titan characters. I have his backpack that's a big key.
Oh, yeah.
Is there a big, massive door they got to open with this big key, or is the key just normal size?
No, in the in the show, he just has a key around his neck on his necklace.
Oh, yeah, it's much bigger.
But yeah, I don't know why they made it so giant on the back bling. But.
Ooh, speaking of Mega Man, I was doing my research. I was like, I need to figure out who my favorite...
Love Mega Man. He's right behind us.
Goated character. Who my favorite game character is that's a female. I don't know why I was on this. I went about it for like 2 hours. And I went through all the Resident Evil characters. I dived deep into Rebecca Chambers. She's like this biochemist. She's super cool from Resident Evil, but you don't see her that often.
I was going to say, I don't think you see her as much.
And then Jill, obviously, and Claire and Ashley Winters and all of them. And then I was like, I love Mega Man so much. And I found out a company made a game that's like a parody of Mega Man called Rocco-chan. She is basically identical to Mega Man.
Okay.
But she's a female. I put her as my background on my phone and I know nothing about her.
Rocco-chan.
That's Rocco-chan. She's awesome.
Just like an anime, or do they have video games?
They have a video game.
Really?
Yeah.
Rocco-chan.
And it plays just like Mega Man. You've got like the evil doctor that made 6 robots. You're going through levels to get to each robot. Okay. Whatever.
Love that formula. So fun.
Yeah, so that was cool. I was like, I don't know her, but I'm going to pretend like I like her a lot now. So
yeah, that is hard. There aren't a ton of female characters in games. I feel like it's slowly going up, which is cool. But I don't know who my favorites are. I like Aloy okay from Horizon. I think the world of Horizon is cooler than Aloy is.
Do you think Horizon is over or underrated?
I still haven't finished Forbidden West, and I really liked how sci-fi they were like making it. There's like the characters from the other planet, I think, and stuff. And I was like, oh, I love where this is going. For some reason, I just didn't finish it. I feel like the moment-to-moment gameplay and the open worldness of Horizon is overrated. Well, I think the combat's really cool. Like, I'm fighting this giant robot dinosaur, and I'm using these tethers, or I mean, one of my favorites is fighting like the big like eagle one, and then you like tether it to the ground so it can't fly away. So and there's like bombs, and you can hide in the grass. You can be really creative with the combat. But a lot of times with like the smaller robots, you just end up like smacking them with your stick, or you don't have to use that creativity too often.
It reminds me of fighting games. It's like you have all of this at your disposal, but unless you take a lot of time to figure out how to use everything we give you, you're gonna
use the best 3 moves.
Yes. But the game's beautiful. I didn't beat either one either.
I beat the first one for sure. I really liked the first one, and the second one's cool because it like doubles down on the sci-fi-ness with some crazy characters. I just I don't know. I think that Aloy's cool, but like she, again, just trying. This happens in a lot of open world games where they want like that character to be kind of like a blank slate almost, so that the player will like project themselves on that. Like Link in Zelda is like the prime example of that. And so I feel like Aloy is like almost slightly boring on purpose. And I think because of that is why I didn't quite finish the second game. Because I got pretty dang far. I bet I played 30 hours of it.
Interesting. Right into the show about who the coolest female character is that actually has a personality. Because I don't know. Yeah, a lot of times you're basing it off of just appearance or nostalgia.
Like I think Samus is really cool, but she like doesn't really speak.
She's just in a suit.
Yeah.
Like, I agree. Yeah, even the Resident Evil girls.
I know you've talked about Dixie Kong being super awesome, but she's not a human.
Yeah, maybe she's a piece of garbage. I don't know.
Piece of garbage monkey.
She's just like super mean. But like, who has the most personality in Resident Evil? Ada Wong. She randomly shows up sometimes.
She's really odd, and then she's like talking to you, and then she's like leaving, and what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good question. I like the narrator from all of Housemarque's games. So you got the from Resogun and Nex Machina. She like plays the and I think the Dead Nation one that they did, she's the narrator in all of them. So she like does the voiceover for like all your weapons and stuff, and like save the last humans.
Oh,
but
interesting.
I don't know. I like Celine from Returnal. She's pretty cool.
Yeah, she seems like maybe she has more of a personality.
Yeah, a little bit. The story's like a little bit more about her. She talks and like reads data dumps and stuff. She's pretty cool.
You've opened my eyes. All of these characters in games have no history.
It's hard. That's like
it's just appearance. It's like all the characters, like June and Nina from Tekken. Maybe that one girl, Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy that everyone's attracted to.
Yeah.
Does she have a personality?
That's a good question.
Probably.
I haven't played 7, but
yeah, those are a little more story.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because then it just depends on the type of game. You got like The Last of Us and stuff like that, where it's like uber story focused, and like what the characters' like motives are, and they're their own person. And then you've got things like Samus and Link, and they're kind of a blank slate for me to try to become that player a little bit, or that character. Yeah, that is a tricky thing.
Weird.
Yeah, but anyways, Arcane, some cool female characters in that. I'm excited to see how it continues. I know everyone loves Jinx, but she was in the super young and kind of like not confident stage in the first few episodes. So I don't really know what's going on with her. But yeah, cool show. I like the world of like the separation of class. You got the rich people that live in the pretty gold city. Poor people live in like the slums and the alleyways and stuff. I don't know like all the jargon they were saying.
Don't you love this made up time period they're in?
Yeah.
Where it's like, it feels old, but they're so technologically advanced.
It's like almost steampunk, but then there's like, they're discovering magic too, and magic is like kind of forbidden, but they're like, yeah, it's like cool.
Their little tech they're doing. Like, you'll see more. The show's insane. You been watching anything else?
We finished Your Honor, the 2nd season. Excellent show. Can't recommend it enough. It's like a pretty dark crime drama, so you have to be like ready for that. You know, people die and crimes happen. But like very well acted. Bryan Cranston just at like peak form. So I was a little surprised in the 2nd season. I feel like he's still the main character, but I feel like his screen time is lessened a bit. Where some other characters kind of pop up a bit more. But excellent show. The first season is stronger than the second one, in my opinion. Had a really strong ending as well, where I almost wish they just would have ended it there, because it's like a perfect clean ending, or like, okay, these like good people to try to protect their family started doing really bad things, and then it ends on like this full circle moment. But they did a full another season about it, and it was entertaining and good, but if they had just ended it there, I think it would have been more striking. But yeah, watch that. Watch a little bit of Arcane. My wife's obsessed with Wicked, but I haven't seen it yet. I like the music in Wicked. I've heard it quite a bit, but haven't seen the new movie. What else is out? I feel like there was another movie I just watched.
Do you ever watch romantic movies?
Like a rom-com or something?
Even if it's not really a com.
Not a comedy. Just a rom?
Just a rom.
A rom-rom?
I've watched 2 roms.
Wow. I
lately.
Very picky with those. My wife likes them, so we watch some sometimes, but they're usually of the calm variety.
Yeah, I feel like they usually add a little calm in there. But I watched It Ends With Us, the one with Blake Lively.
Oh. And
then I watched I can't remember what it's called, but it has Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh.
Oh yeah, she like hits him in her car.
Yeah. Fantastic.
That one's better.
Oh man. Yeah. Gets you. Sometimes you're just going in life and you forget that you have emotion.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you're like, why am I
crying?
Why am I leaking?
That's funny. Yeah. That It Ends With You show is based on a book. My wife read the book and absolutely loved the book. And she only liked the movie like okay. So I don't know if that was your experience with the movie too, but yeah, haven't seen those yet.
What else did I watch? I rewatched Alien Romulus. It's on Hulu. Yeah, it's fun. Super fun.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a pretty good one. I haven't seen it yet.
And then we were watching like Resident Evil TV series and movies, but we didn't do the live action. We were just going through any that were animated.
Oh, okay.
And then these forums. These threads or forums or Reddit, whatever, they were saying, don't watch any of the Resident Evil movies. Watch Jacob's Ladder.
Oh, I've seen that.
So I watched that. Very interesting.
Yeah, it's the guy from Shawshank Redemption. and he like comes back from war or from Vietnam or something.
Yes.
And then he's like losing his mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen that, but that's a pretty famous movie.
Love me some movies. I've watched many more, but we don't need to talk about them all day.
I do love a good movie as well. I really want to go see War of the Rohirrim.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what that is? It's a new Lord of the Rings movie. Comes out, I think, tomorrow.
Is it animated?
It is animated. Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Looks very cool. I love Lord of the Rings, and I just hope it's great. That franchise deserves the very best, in my opinion, and The Hobbit was not the very best, in my opinion, so I hope it's great. And I feel like there is another movie coming out around Christmas that I kind of want to see as well. Oh, Nosferatu, I think
it comes out on Christmas.
On Christmas. I feel like there might be another one on Christmas Eve or something, but always lots of movies. Movies are great. As a last update, I got some new shelves to hold my board games. They're over here in my closet, Devin. So, got 2 of those bad boys.
Oh, yeah.
Now I can hold about 100 more.
Uh-oh.
Well, it did help. Now there's no more games on the floor, which is nice. I do have just those ones that are going to be for giveaways on the floor and some card sleeves I need to put somewhere.
Which anyone listening can enter. We need to tap into that more.
Yeah, I was thinking of maybe doing like a bigger one over a few months.
Mm-hmm.
Great idea. Like maybe 4 or 5 board games in the box or something bigger. We'll see. But anyways, Devin, I don't think anything else new for me here, really. So maybe we should just hop right in. Like I mentioned at the top, this is the Super Game Brothers podcast. We talk about the board games and video games that we have been playing, a little bit about those industries every single week. It's a lot of fun. Appreciate you listening, liking the videos, subscribing to the channels, helps us a ton. You can also check out the podcast on patreon.com/supergamebrothers, where you can get it 3 days early, and you can write into the show, vote on what we play and cover, and some other perks over there. You can also just follow the Patreon totally for free if you would like, so please check that out. I'm thinking, kind of with our ending segment today, we might introduce a new segment where at the end of the show we might play a game. Maybe we play like Vampire Survivors, like a round, or today we're going to end by playing a card game. And I think that'll be fun. It will also hopefully help, just a little behind the scenes inside baseball here, having something like kind of exclusive that like you can only see us play this Pariahs game if you check out the podcast on Patreon, or you can watch it a few days later somewhere else. So just having some, I don't know, some more of those things behind the paywall, I think will help us out too. So we're just tweaking it and rolling with the punches. Right in on Patreon. It helps us to know what you want. You can also play games with us on Board Game Arena and all kinds of good stuff. All right, Devin. First segment this week is going to be, I need to hop over to the screen. Let me click on screen here and make sure we just got a black screen, don't we? Oh, it's because I didn't. Let's see. I forgot to change the screen. There we go. We've got the screen up. I was going to pull up our PlayStation wrap-ups for 2024 because those are like fun to look at.
Oh, fun, yeah.
But their site is like crashed and says we'll be back soon. So maybe next week we can do that. For new games to subscription services this week, there are only a few. Well, I guess there's more than a few, but only a couple segments. We got the PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium segment here and the Epic Game Store. And that's it, because Game Pass and Nintendo don't have anything new to announce since last week. For Extra and Premium, the headliners here are Sonic Frontiers, which I've actually heard is pretty good.
Really?
It came out a couple years ago, and I've almost purchased it a couple times, specifically because my kids really like Sonic.
And now you don't have to.
No, I don't have to buy it. We can try it for free.
Wow.
Forspoken came out a few years ago. It's not supposed to be great, but it's supposed to be very pretty. Fist is a really cool Metroidvania game, I think made by a team in, I can't remember where, China maybe, has these cool, like, that's a rabbit with a giant.
It's a 2D platformer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Metroidvania game, kind of like Hollow Knight, very different art style and stuff. But so, anyways, there's a few games here, and then some classics on PlayStation Plus Premium. So let's go through those really quick. So starting off, we got Sonic Frontiers, and I guess these should all be available on December 17th, which is 6 days from now. Should be Tuesday. I think they usually drop on Tuesdays. So Sonic Frontiers, PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. It's the newest Sonic game. Forspoken is only on PlayStation 5. Supposed to have kind of bad dialogue or writing, but I think it was made by Square. No, not them. By Crystal Dynamics, maybe? I can't remember who made it. Rabbids Party of Legends, a Ubisoft original. I don't know what this is. I imagine it's a party game with the Rabbids. My kids will probably like that. It says, jump into multiplayer mayhem with up to 4 local players, sometimes partnering up and at other times going head-to-head in a multitude of ridiculously fun mini-games. I do like a good Mario Party-like game, and the Rabbids kind of got a special place in my nostalgic heart.
They're very interesting.
Yeah, they're kind of like the Minions.
Yeah.
I like the Rabbids more. They're like the Minions before the Minions.
Yeah, they're the superior Minions.
WRC Generations on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. If you like rally racing, here is Fist, or Forged in Shadow Torch. It's on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 as well. It's supposed to be an excellent Metroidvania. I've played probably 5 hours of it. Fell off for something else, but I've been meaning to jump back into it. There's just a lot of Metroidvanias right now, so we'll see if I'm able to get back in there. Jurassic World Evolution 2. I've played about an hour of this. I don't have the time or patience for these big, like, park building games anymore. I really liked, like, Roller Coaster Tycoon as a kid, launching like the roller coasters and having them explode and stuff, but they take a lot of time. It's kind of a slow grind. So if you like that kind of thing, it is cool to see the different dinosaurs. You like pick them up in a helicopter and transport them around and stuff, and have to manage security and fences and padlocks and pavilions. And I don't know, I'm just saying words now, but stuff there. Next up, Coffee Talk for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. In this one, it's a game where you listen to people's problems and help them by serving warm drinks made from the ingredients you have in stock. I've never heard of this one, to be honest. I kind of like the art style, though, so I'll check that out. Oh, and then episode 2, Coffee Talk. Holy cow. Hibiscus and Butterfly. Looks like, some shady stuff's going down. We got a police officer and a guy with horns.
Oh, man.
It looks like this is... I don't know if this is like continuation of the first game, but this is set in an alternate present-day Seattle where humans, orcs, elves, and other races have been coexisting. So there you go. A Space for the Unbound, also on both PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. It's a slice of life adventure game with beautiful pixel art. Next up is a cooperative game I actually bought a few months ago for a couple of dollars. It's called Pogs. I'm not exactly sure how you would pronounce that. But it's kind of cat dog, and one player plays as one end, and the other player plays as the other end. And I think you have to solve puzzles and do stuff as this weird-looking dog. So, anyways. Next one is Biped, which is another cooperative game. I also have this one, but I haven't played it yet. Where I can't remember if this is the one where you both play as half of the robot and have to like control one half of like their legs. Or I don't think that's this one though. Let me see what it says here. Guide Aku and Sela, 2 charming bipedal robots. Yeah, so you have your own robot, but you have to work together. Oh, here it does say using 2 sticks to control each of the robot's legs. So you are controlling a robot, but you do control his legs separately with the right and left stick. It's supposed to be pretty good. It's a cute little game. And then all of those are on PlayStation Plus Extra. Then on Premium, they have a few games this month as well. Sly Cooper 2 on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. This is the PlayStation 2 game that came out in 2004. And then the third one, Honor Among Thieves, came out, I imagine, in 2005 or 6. Don't know for sure. I love Sly Cooper. He's my favorite out of like the Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper, and Jack and Daxter trilogy.
Really?
Yeah, I like Sly a lot. Sly 4, excellent game. It came out on the PlayStation 3 and the Vita. Super game. Love it. And then Jack and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. This is the game that Naughty Dog made after Crash Bandicoot. But it's very much like a 3D platformer. They made Jack, and then Jack 2, Jack 3, and Jack Racing. Kind of following a similar vibe as Crash. Crash 2, Crash 3, Crash Team Racing. So, anyways. And then if you have Premium, there's also a PSVR 2 game. Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge, which is supposed to be pretty good. I almost bought it for like $15 a couple weeks ago when I got the PSVR. So, don't have to buy that either. So, an okay month for David. I think for me, the winners of the month are Fist, I think, is great. I just haven't finished it. That's probably my winner. And I might try Sonic. Anyways, that is it for the free games to PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium for the month of December. And they should be out on Tuesday, the 17th. And then the Epic Game Store has a free game every week, but they're doing the thing they do around Christmas and New Year's where they put like wrapping paper over the game so you don't know what it is. It says mystery game. So get the mystery game when it comes out tomorrow. And that's all I can tell you about that one. All right, Devin, that's it for coming to subscription services. So I'm going to go back to our faces, if I can push the right button here, and we're going to talk about what we've been playing. And to be honest, I'm not going to go back to our face. I'm going to go right back to the screen because we have a link here for the next one. Devin, I've just been destroying 9 souls, man. This, well, and by destroying, I mean getting my butt kicked like over and over and over. Man, game is excellent. I am on the 6th boss. So you have to have all 10 souls from the 10 like leaders of this world, and you are one of them. So you already have 1. So you need to get the other 9. I have 5 of the others. So I'm probably a little more than halfway through this game, I would imagine. Super, super excellent. I can't recommend it enough. If you like Metroidvania games, you also have to really like difficult games. Especially if you are playing on the standard difficulty. Let me just go forward a little bit. Oh, here's another boss fight, actually, so that'll be a fun spot. Very, very hard. You can play it on story mode, and it's much, much easier. So even if you don't like hard games, I'd still recommend it just because it's such a cool game. But if you play it on standard, just be ready to get wrecked. I think one of the coolest things and the hardest things about this game is when you get hit, you don't have like what do they call that? Like a cooldown period where you're invincible for a second. There can be like 3 very basic enemies on the screen, and you just happen to like get hit and you fall down, and another one swinging as well. And so you'll just get like ping-ponged back and forth from 2 or 3 enemies if you're not careful, and they'll kill you pretty quick. The game's I don't even know what to say about it. It's so good. it's just excellent.
You're loving it though.
Yeah, love it. The artwork's excellent. The skill tree and what you unlock is like super, super cool as well. You have lots of customization with the different jades. They're basically like the charms that you use in Hollow Knight. There are level 1, 2, and 3 jades that use 1, 2, or 3 slots of your available slots. I have 6 slots right now, and I really like 2 of the level 3 jades. So I have 2 of those in right now, but I really like this other one as well, that when you die, you revive with 25% health. Helps a lot. That's a good one. But when you use that one, I have to get rid of some of the others. So
it reminds me again of Remnant 2. I always cover this game because I dove so deeply into it. There was a ring in that game called the Black Cat Band. And basically, if you were going to die, it saves you from dying one time, and it has like a 3-minute cooldown.
Yeah.
And lifesaver.
Yeah.
In many scenarios.
Yep. Yeah, it helps a lot. So I usually switch to that if I'm like really struggling with a fight. Man, game's excellent. If you this game has had a weird effect on me. I have decided to try to play like Devin, and I'm trying to hold my controller really lightly. And I have moved my hands because you use all 4 of the top buttons often.
Okay.
L1 is parry. R1 is this talisman attack, which is essential. Basically, there's some attacks you do that don't do direct damage to an enemy. They just do internal damage, which is like it shades some of their health bar, but it will come back up if you don't do an actual. Anyways, that talisman strike will convert internal damage to actual damage. So you have to use that pretty often. R2 is dodge. So you're using those 3 all the time. And then I've mapped L2 to switch arrows. And so I'm trying to relearn how to hold a controller with my hands on, because I primarily use my pointer fingers for all 4 of those buttons.
Yes.
But you're not fast enough with that. So I'm switching to that, which has really caused a lot of pain in my ring fingers, because then which is really weird, because I like have to hold it a little tighter with my pinky and ring finger in order for my middle finger to also be up there. So that's been kind of hurting. I have to take my wedding ring off like when I'm playing because it hurts.
That is
pushing against there. But at the same time, I'm trying to hold it light, so I don't know what's going on. But yeah, there's a lot of depth. The parries are excellent. Later in the game, it introduces something called an unbounded parry, where you can even parry the red unparryable attacks. If you hold the parry button long enough, it turns into like an unbounded parry. But you can only hold that for like a second. After it's fully charged, you can't hold it indefinitely and wait. So you have to time it like perfectly. But if you are able to do that, like unbounded parry to an unblockable attack, it does like a lot of internal damage to I don't know. There's a lot of mechanisms in the game. It slowly kind of layers them in. You have this kind of central hub area where all these characters you're meeting are coming back, and they're really cool characters that like upgrade your weapons. You have this little boy. They don't call them humans in this world. They call them ape men. But anyways, yeah, really, really great. The only thing I wish I knew more about before starting this game is it's a lot about Taoism, which I believe is a religion or like a philosophy or something. This game was made, I think, in Taiwan, if I remember correctly. So I wish I had like studied that a little bit more, because it talks about like that kind of Taoism history and stuff. And now I'm at the point in the game where I don't want to look too much up because I don't want to find any spoilers. There's quite a bit of text, and not even like of dialogue between characters. And I feel like I'm understanding it mostly, but I want to, after I finish the game, like read a wiki or something and then play it again on story mode, I think, so that I'm not killing myself over the fights. And yeah, it's really, really great. There's like side content that you can unlock, and this boss that the screen is talking to now, this isn't like a very big spoiler. He's over the department that I forget what the term they use for it is. It's like a body modification, where they use these pools. Kind of reminds me of Star Wars with the thing that Luke floats in when he's damaged or injured. Back to tank, I think they call them. Basically, they modify their bodies to be stronger or whatever with these like chemicals in these tanks of fluid. And you can, if you search enough in the world, you can find this like special poison for one of those back to tanks, and you inject it in there while he is inside, and it kind of nerfs the boss a little bit for the fight. That fight was still pretty hard, even with him nerfed. So it rewards exploration. You find cool stuff. skill tree is really cool. You can decide between different types of projectiles and arrows. It's just really, really excellent. I'm excited to see how it wraps up. It really slowly like tells you the story of the main character. His name's Yi, and his sister, and like what went on in the past, and his role as one of the 10 souls. So it's really, really great. Again, you have to like difficult games unless you're going to play on a story mode, which is totally fine. And you need to like 2D Metroidvanias. But if you do, this is of the highest quality for sure. So can't recommend it enough. I'm obsessed with it. So
awesome. Well, I haven't been playing that much, but I did tap into Fortnite. They have a lot going on right now. They brought back OG season, chapter 1, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we tried that a few times. Very, very interesting. Very old-fashioned looking weapons. Hardly any movement in the game. There's no cars. Basically just running across the prairie forever, trying to get your stamina bar to go back up so you can slide around everywhere.
Yeah,
it was decent, but season 6 that's out right now is just better, more fun. You have movement and all sorts of fun things. And then today, Fortnite released a first-person 5v5 mode like Valorant. And
I saw that. What's it called?
Starts with a B, I think.
It has a different name. It's like Fortnite
Battalion?
That sounds right.
Maybe. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm interested.
Yeah.
Other than that, little Clash Royale here and there, but kind of pushing myself away from that game.
Just because it's a never-ending grind?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It's like I've mastered it so fully that it doesn't do much for me.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I can see that. There is kind of that feeling sometimes with stuff. Cool. For board games, Devin, I was only able to play one this week. Now that I've switched away from the screen, I need to go right back to it. I played this last night. It's a new game I just got from a company, I think in Australia, called Grail Games. And it's a pretty simple card game. It's called Snowcrest. And in the game, you are trying to have the best village, like most at tune with nature and wise. And it does some really cool things. Even though it's pretty simple, I played this very first game of it I've ever played in 30 minutes. And that's even with me talking a whole bunch and recording it. I think I could have done it in 15 or 20. That's solo. With other players, it would have gone a little bit longer because there's more people taking turns. On your turn, you can play a new villager into your village, which is a 3x3 grid of cards. You have to pay barley in order to put a new villager out. And then you get to activate that villager and flip them face down. Or you can activate any villager you already have in your village by using their ability, flipping them face down. It's a bit of a spatial puzzle because the third thing you can do on your turn is called rest. And you can only do this, and you must do this if you ever have 3 face down cards in a line, either diagonal or horizontal or vertical. So you can, I think, technically get to 6 face down cards before your 7th would trigger a mandatory rest action. So you're trying to puzzle that out of where do I want to put characters, and do I want to rest and force a rest by, playing a card that would go face down in a row of 3 so that I have to rest next turn? Because when you rest, you get to like produce all of the goods that are on the fronts or backs of some of your cards. But then sometimes you're like, I don't want to rest for a long time. And so then you're trying to play your actions in a certain way in order to not line up 3 face down cards. Cool mechanism there. There's also a couple other unique things it does. You can you have to pay resources for a lot of stuff in the game. There's barley, offering bowls, prayer bells, and gold, which are wild for the other ones. And then there's also a juniper, which is the wood on this stack of forest cards. You can pay those resources from your stacks of them that you've earned. You can also pay by flipping over a card in your village. So instead of using its action on the bottom, you can flip it over for the 2 or 1 resources at the top right corner of the card, or you can discard a card in your hand to do the same thing. And that's a cool mechanism, especially in multiplayer, which I haven't played yet, because you kind of are trying to assess, like, ooh, does Devin have enough Juniper that he can take this card that I want? I don't think he does, but you might have some cards in your hand that would let you, discard them for some Juniper. You can also spend your buildings for some extra resources as well. Cool ideas there. Plays really quickly. Cool animal art. Lots of animal artwork in board games nowadays, but I like this kind of vibe here. Lots of red pandas, tigers. Even got a dog here as the Great Abbot.
And a cat.
Yeah, cat. I kept calling him the Aristocat, but I feel like that was a miss. They should have named him the Aristocat. But yeah, really liked it. Again, played solo in about 20 minutes, and I think you could play it much faster. I'm excited to play that one some more. I almost set it up to play here for the closing of our show, but I chose a different one, which was maybe dumb, but we'll see. Anyway, Snowcrest. Really enjoy it so far. We'll see if it has legs to continue to be intriguing or not. All right, Devin, for things we're looking forward to for video games, I'm mostly just looking forward to finishing 9 Souls. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it in the next week, but I bet I'll be close if I don't. It's super, super great. Other than that, I want to finish Chants of Sonar, that puzzle game about learning language that's really good, and a Ranger. A Ranger, I think I'm really close, and Chants of Sonar, I think I'm close to halfway. So, couple puzzle games and a tough as nails Metroidvania for me. As for big releases this week, Devin, do you want to throw me that? You maybe already did. Did you throw me that link?
Oh, yeah, I got you right here.
There's a few games that just came out in the last few days. I think I might try one of them, maybe, just because it's free. On last Wednesday, a game called Infinity Nikki came out. I think it's free as well. You play as Nikki, and you basically have these animal friends, and I think we watched a trailer of it months ago. You're getting different and making different outfits for your character. It's actually supposed to be pretty good, but I don't know if that's not the one that I think I will try. On Friday, Marvel Rivals came out, kind of the Marvel version of Overwatch, where you can play as Venom and Spider-Man and all kinds of other characters. I think it's supposed to be pretty good. I've heard good things since last Friday, so I might try that one. And then other than that, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle came out on Monday. And then the new Power Rangers game is also supposed to be pretty good, so I might try that one as well once it's on sale. And the Soul Reaver Collection, Legacy of Kain, came out as well. So a few games that just came out. Marvel Rivals and Infinity Nikki, I think, are both free to play, so you can try those ones without a cost. So, Devin, any games you're excited to play? Any video games that you're excited to play in the near future?
Probably, but I don't know what they are. As it gets closer to release, I'm like, yeah, I'll dabble in that.
Yeah, and we're in kind of a dead zone here at the holiday where nothing new is really coming out, so that makes sense. Will you throw me that link real quick? For board games, I've got quite a few coming, I'm always cycling old ones out. I just got the new expansion to Radlands, so I'm excited to play with that. It's just a pack of 32 new camps.
So just the 3 at the bottom.
And so I did a little unboxing here for my Gaming Top Down YouTube channel, but they seem pretty cool. There's also 10 camps that were reworked. So you replace those 10, and then there's 32 new ones that you just kind of shuffle in. And that way they wanted it to fit in the base box and to not interfere with the integrity of the deck. And so these are just camps, but they seem cool. I liked the artwork and what I was reading on them. So excited to see if they flow well with the game. That is the Cult of Chrome expansion for Radlands, which is such a good 2-player game. And then other than that, I just ordered today. Don't tell my wife. Just kidding. I sold something else to order this, but it's called Crusaders, Thy Will Be Done. This company, Renegade Game Studios, purchased some properties from a different publisher called Tasty Minstrel Games, who unfortunately went out of business recently. But Renegade picked up this game from them, and they had a huge sale on the game, and I got the Uber Deluxe edition of this game for like a steal, and the expansion for it. So it should be here in the next few days, and I'm really excited to play this one. It's supposed to be a pretty short game, but there's quite a bit like to think about in that 45 to 60 minutes. It's kind of a dark theme with the Crusades and, but I don't know. Ignoring the darkness of it, you have these like power cubes, and you play it kind of like Moncala, where you'll pick up all of they're not cubes, I guess, these hexagon power pieces on one of the segments of your board, and then use that action with the power, I think, of how many you pick up, and then you drop them off one at a time in a clockwise manner, like you're playing Moncala. It's supposed to be great. You're putting out buildings and kind of like conquesting and exploring the land. I'm pretty pumped to try that one. So that one should be here in the next few days. And then just got Snowcrest that we already talked about. So too many games to play and not enough evenings to play them all.
He's got all the games. Well, we have one piece of news for the news mini-nuke.
Yeah, news mini-nuke is uber mini today. The Game Awards are tomorrow.
Oh.
And so I think next week we'll have a bigger section, obviously. I don't think we're going to go over everything in the Game Awards, but at least the big cool things. So, but yeah, the news for this week is super, super light, and I just thought this was cool. There is a Metallica music pack dropping. This was just yesterday. It dropped on Beat Saber, which is an excellent game, and Metallica, an excellent band. So I'm very excited to pick this one up. It has 17 of their songs, which is a really big pack. Most of their packs have been like 5 or 10 songs. So pretty pumped about that. The song list here are, I didn't know all of these, but I know most of them. Atlas Rise, Battery, Blackened, Creeping Death, Enter Sandman, Fade to Black, For Whom the Bell Tolls, Fuel, Hit the Lights, King Nothing, Lux Aeterna, Master of Puppets, which I think is the one that was on Stranger Things, Nothing Else Matters, One, which was on Guitar Hero, Sad But True, Seek and Destroy, and The Unforgiven. So I'm very pumped to try that. Love Beat Saber, and that'll be a pretty like head-banging good time in there.
Oh, yeah.
With some Metallica. So I'm kind of excited about that one. Other than that, there wasn't like a ton of news. There was that new Fortnite mode that was kind of like shadow dropped. Or at least I wasn't aware of it. And some other like little things, but nothing too crazy. So that is kind of it for the news today, Devin. And since we're right here before Christmas, kind of weird. We usually go over board game crowdfunding corner, but there wasn't like any games in crowdfunding right now, again, because it's right here before Christmas. So we're going to, there are lots of games, but none that like really stood out to me and looked worthwhile to bring up. So we're going to skip that segment this week, which is usually a pretty hefty segment. So that's going to do it for the main crux of our show. And we're going to end the show by going down to the table here. Wabam. I'm going to close that internet browser so that my computer will hopefully run pretty smoothly. And Devin, we're going to play this game that neither of us have ever played before, and I've never taught before. So this might not go very well. But yeah, as part of supporting the show, you'll be able to watch this playthrough of Pariahs. This is a 2-player card game from Smallbox Games is the name of the company, and designed by John Clowdus, who has done a lot of excellent 2-player card games. My favorite of his is probably Omen, but I'm very excited to try this one for the first time. So you can watch this 3 days early by supporting us on Patreon. Or if you're hearing that sentence and didn't already support us, then at least you know for the next time. So we're going to jump into this game, Devin. And we'll see if I can teach it very well, kind of on the fly here. All right. This game is called Pariahs, like I mentioned. And it's kind of touted as a worker placement, area majority, and deck building game. But for all of those things, you just use cards. So there's not like a regular board, and we're not pushing cubes around or anything. So anytime we get a victory point, that's going to be shown by a card. Anytime you get like a devotee or a convert or any of these things, they're basically just going to be cards. You're going to place out cards to these locations. That's like the worker placement element. You're going to be getting new cards to your deck. That's the deck building element. And yeah, so I think I'll just kind of walk through the main keywords and how it works. The game will last 6 rounds. In each round, I'm going to just show you some cards here so you have an example. But I guess let's start by naming some cards. Cards have 3 things on them. I guess 4. They'll either be yellow in this side, meaning they were a card from my deck. That's why they're yellow here as well. Your deck is blue. On the top left is a number of influence points. So this card is worth 2. Same with this one. Same with that one's worth 3. And they have an ability on the bottom. It might be like earn a convert or shun a card. We'll get into what those words mean in a second. There are also different classes of cards. So these 2 cards are actually the same card, but different classes. This is class 2 because it has 2 of those. It might be a little hard to see here, but it has 2 of these little yellow up arrows on it, and this one has 4. So that's class 4, class 2 of the same card. So you have each card in your deck 4 times, I think, for the 4 different classes, 1 to 4. And so that's important. So that's what's on the cards. Artwork looks cool, but it's not really important for the gameplay. You've got an ability, influence points, and a class amount, 1 to 4 from those arrows. You'll be playing cards out to these different locations. We've got the well, the hall, the circle, and the stage. And depending on what card you play where, will do different things. If you play a card to any of these locations that have a little star on it, that's just a reminder that they have this sentence at the end. Use the ability of the card you placed here. So only those spots with that star will let you do the ability of the card. If I placed this card here, doesn't have that star, I would do whatever the location says. Move one of your, something.
But if it has a star, you do both.
Yep,
like gain 1 card and your ability.
But the location will just tell you to do that. And the star is just a reminder of that. Yep. So that's basically the main thing you're going to be doing on your turns is placing out a card from your hand onto a location card. At the end of the round, they're going to be all filled up. I think the round ends either, what does it say? Round continues, opposing player takes a turn. If there are 8 cards placed at the locations, so all the locations are full, and/or the opposing player cannot place a card during their next turn, then the round ends. When the round ends, both of us are going to add up how much influence we have. So this is my card. So I would get 2 influence plus 1 from it being here at the hall. So that's 3. And we'd add it up across all of the locations. I might have 15 and you might have 16, let's just say. Whoever has the most will gain a victory point. They call it support in this game. When you get support, you just take the top card of your supplicant deck here and you just set it over there to show that I've got a victory point. So there's always 1 point up for grabs for having the most influence at the locations. The other way you can get a victory point, at the end of the round is if when it says, what's it say here? When a round ends, if you have one placed card of each of the 4 classes, then you get another support. So this is class 2 because it has 2 of those triangles. If I had put, that one also has 2. This one also has 2. Okay, having trouble here. If this card, for example, I had put there, that one has 4, and then I'd put one that has 3 and that has 1 somewhere else, then I'd get a bonus support for doing that. That'll be hard to do because there is a restriction with, the one restriction with where you place cards is I can't place a yellow card at any location called the well if I have a yellow card at a location called the well. In other words, I can't put a yellow card here because I have one here. I can't put a yellow card here because I have one here. So these locations come in pairs. These are both the hall, both the circle, both the stage, both the well. So I can only have one of my yellow cards at each of the 4 locations. So we'll both have 4.
So we each get a perk from each place.
You'll get a perk from the place.
Because there's 2 slots for each place.
Yep.
So you'll only be able to go on one of them and I'll use the other one?
Correct. Some of them, there are times when you'll be able to use an ability that will move a card. So you might be able to like put a card down and then move it over, or like move it, and then that spot would be open again. But yeah, generally, can't place one from your hand if you already have a yellow one or one of your color at that location. So that is how a round works. Then at the end of the round, we'll take all of our cards back and shuffle them back into our deck. We start the game with all 12 of our level 1 cards, or class 1, excuse me, with the 1 triangle symbol in this deck. Actually, 9 of them are in this deck, and the other 3 are randomly shuffled into this initiative deck, which we'll look at the bottom of at the start of each round. And whoever's card it is, if it's your card, then you get to make a decision. Do I want to take that card into my hand and let David go first? Or do I want to shun that card and go first myself? So you'd have a decision if that was your case. So we need to go over some of these keywords because I keep saying things like converts, shunning, devotees, and stuff. Basically, well, let me finish explaining point scoring. So we're going to have 6 rounds of placing out 8 cards, basically. And at the end of each round, there's 1 support up for grabs for whoever has the most majority or the most influence at these locations. And then if you also had one of each class at the locations, then you'd get a bonus. And you just put your cards here from the supplicant deck onto support. Then, at the end of the game, you're going to take all of your cards back again and shuffle them into your deck. And then we're going to flip our decks over, and you're going to count the influence from your entire deck. And every 10 influence that you have in your deck, rounded up, you get 1 support for. I'm not exactly sure how the rounding works. If it has to be over 5, when it says rounded up, like just 21, round up to 30.
I bet 21 just means 2 more support points. And if that gets to 5, it would be 3 more support
You would think
points.
at 25 is when it would round up?
Yes.
That's a good, maybe it says in the rule book. I'll look that up as we're going. And so one of the goals in the game is to get as many of your supplicant cards, which is basically the rest of your giant deck, out of this supplicant area into your actual deck. Anytime you gain a card, you will gain it from the 3 supplicant cards over here that are face up, and you will put it at the bottom of your draw deck so that you'll get it later, probably in the next round after you reshuffle. But, so you'll get points for your deck at the end of the game based on how many cards you were able to get in there. Basically, like, the point of this game is to control the government. Whoever has the most influence or support will be the next pariah, which I think means like the leader of the government or something. So you're going to get points for your deck after we get points for the 6 rounds. So what else is here? Converts. There are some things that will let you convert one of my cards. So that's why your convert is yellow. My convert is blue. It says here, when you earn a convert, move the top card of the opponent player's supplicant deck. So I would take this card here. And if I ever have 7 cards here, I shun them all. Shunning means I put all of them back at the bottom of your supplicant deck. And I get 2 support. So 2 points for doing that. That's a pretty solid way to get points, since at the end of each of the 6 rounds, only 1 point generally is up for grabs. So 2 points there for getting 7 converts. Devotees are similar, but using your own cards. You, through different actions, will be able to move cards to your devotees. They will be face up when they're here. If you have 3 or more cards of the same class, then you shun the cards of that class and get 1 support. So that's where the classes come into play, is having 1 of each class at the 4 locations and getting 3 of the same class in your devotees. So you get support for converts, support for devotees. Most of your cards are coming from your supplicant deck, usually from the 3 on your left side that are available.
Does it start from the top or bottom or anything? Anytime
it says gain a card, you can take any of those 3.
And then you're just And
then as soon as it's taken, a new one will replace it.
Okay.
Yeah.
From the supplicant.
I
think I fully understand.
Yeah. So the cards are kind of shuffling around like crazy in the goal of getting as many support cards as you can. It's kind of, I'm surprised when I was setting it up, it takes up quite a bit of table space.
Yeah.
So even though there's not a board, and it fits in a very tiny box, which is really cool, you need a little bit of space, but it's kind of cool. They have you sit next to each other instead of across, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we like it, but it seems pretty cool at this point. Okay, I'm going to give you your convert back for setup, which I've mostly done already for us. I shuffled your supplicant deck, and I dealt 3 of those supplicants out to your left side. Then I took your 12 class 1 cards, shuffled them, put 3 of them under here. 9 of them will be here in your deck.
I didn't see him do any of this, so if he wins...
Yep, it's because I cheated, for sure.
He's gonna win. He always wins.
No, it's always really close.
It's always close. Yeah.
It is hard. Like, I've watched a how to play video on this one twice, and I read the rulebook, so I come into games.
Well, and you can reference other games that use any type of similar mechanic, extra win conditions, and everything just works in your head. When I haven't played as many,
that's true. Yeah,
I have to just come into the game and almost create my own strategy that I think will slightly outdo whatever you throw at me, but we will see.
Yeah, I guess really quick, let's just read the effects here on the 8 locations. I think that will help us understand them a little bit better. And then
I got you.
I do want to make sure to say one thing. If we're tied on influence, like we both have 16 or whatever, then whoever has a character at this spot here, it has a little note here underneath that says tiebreaker the stage.
So that card always goes on the left?
These
could just go anywhere.
These can be set out wherever. They just are set out in pairs. So the stages are always next to each other. Circles are always next to each other. But that one card specifically is the tiebreaker.
So there's a slight advantage to that card, yet it has less influence than
the one next to it. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right, so we got the 2 stage cards. So that first one, if you put a card there, you gain a card. So you would take one from your supplicants and put it at the bottom of your deck. And then gain 1 convert, which would be take one of my supplicants and put it face down on your... So that one's pretty straightforward. Gain a card, draw a card is the next one.
Gain from here, draw from here?
No, whenever you draw from
your deck. Okay.
Yep.
But you do gain from here.
That's right.
Okay.
And that would go
to the bottom of your deck.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, the circle, gain 1 card, and this one has that star symbol, and then use the ability of the card you placed here. So whatever the ability of the card is, that would be that. Then the other one, exchange one of your placed cards with one of your supplicants. So you could exchange card with one of these 3 that are over here on the right.
Okay.
Which is kind of interesting. The hall, move one of your supplicants to your hand, or move 1 card from your hand to your devotees. And again, devotees, you want 3 of the same class to immediately secure support. Oh, and I need to take this support back. I don't have that. The other hall, shun all of your supplicants. Well, it's not all of just yours, all 6. So that would mean all 3 of these and all 3 of yours go to the bottom of the supplicant decks. And then use the ability of the card placed there. Then the well, draw 2 cards, use the ability of the card placed there, draw 1 card, use the ability of the card placed there. So the well and these 2 spots will let you use the ability of the card. I think that is primarily all of the rules. I wonder if it says here on the reference card, but I believe at the beginning of each round we draw the top 5 cards from our deck. I'm just going to double check that in the rule book, since it doesn't seem to say on that card, but I'm pretty sure that is the flow here. Where are you at? Cars, followers, locations, we already went over that. Playing Pariahs. At the beginning of each round, several things happen in the following order. Each player draws 5 cards from their deck, and then the bottom card of the initiative deck is revealed. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to take 5 cards from our deck.
From the top.
Yep. And you can reshuffle it if you don't trust my shuffling, but probably good. Then, the bottom card of this initiative deck is going to come out, and it is mine. So now I have to decide if I want to take this card into my hand and let you go first, or if I want to go first and shun the card to the bottom of my supplicant deck. There's a lot of moving parts in the game, it seems like, so I don't even know what I want to do. I'm going to I'll take them. I'll shun that guy. Get the heck out of here.
That guy out of here.
And then I'll go first.
What do I think he's doing?
Yeah. He got shunned. Okay. I want to... I don't know. We're going to do this. I'm going to play Her to the Hall, which is move one of your supplicants to your hand, or move 1 card from your hand to your devotees. I am going to move this guy. Well, I like all the cards. I don't know. I'm going to move this guy to my devotees. And then... And that's it. That's all. So that was my whole turn.
Wowzers. Okay, I'm going to put this guy on the circle. Yeah. And I'm going to gain a card. And then this just goes there?
It does. The card you gained goes at the bottom of your deck, though.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I gained that card, and then I get to use the card's ability as well.
That's right.
Earn 1 convert. Do I take that from your supplicant deck?
You do, yep.
Okay.
Just face down there.
Oh, face down. Oh, right. Okay. And then move this card to your devotees. Draw 1 card. Okay. So this just goes back.
Yep.
So that takes my influence away.
It does, but you got a devotee down.
Yeah, and I get to draw another card.
That's right.
From
your draw deck over here.
Okay.
Okay. Hmm.
You've got this in the bag. You're looking at the next pariah.
It's such a unique flow that, and like cards are shuffling around like everywhere, that I'm struggling to come up with like the best strategy in my head. I'm going to place this guy at the well, which is draw a card. So I'll draw this card and then use the ability of the card I placed here, which is gain one card. I'm going to gain this one. Oh yeah, and I did the same thing. Goes to the bottom.
Yeah, the multiple deck is...
It's a little tricky at first.
A little bit.
Gain a card and shun this card. Oh, so I don't even get to keep him there. Get out of here, shun.
Oh, that's like what my turn was.
Yeah. I need to use cards that will actually stay.
Well, I'm about to use one that doesn't, so I'm going back to the same spot. I gain a card. I'm just gonna...
And this would refill.
Okay, so I'm gaining that card to the bottom, and then... Let's see what happens now. Gain a card from here again. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes to the bottom of my deck again.
Yep.
Okay. You may move this card to your devotees. I think I will.
Oh, nice. And it's a level 1. Smart. Just want to make sure that when it says gain, that it goes to the bottom. I'm pretty sure. Where is the keyword?
These rounds are going to be long when our cards don't stay at the locations.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be just eight card plays, but there's definitely a bit more involved than there. Where is this? Gain. When a player is directed to gain X cards, they move X of their supplicants to the bottom of their deck. Yeah, okay. Glad we didn't mess that up. Okay. I don't know. I'm going to place him at the circle, which is exchange one of your placed cards with one of your supplicants. I'm going to exchange this guy for this guy.
To get more influence.
To get more influence, and he's class 4. Trying to get one of each class out there, which is hard.
Ah, right. So what if all of a sudden you have 4 in the playing field and I have none? Do I go 4 times in a row?
No, I think it says if the opposing player could not place a card during their next turn, the round ends. So the round would end.
Oh, so you can end this before I get 4 out there.
I could probably rush it a little bit.
Yeah, you might want to do that because I keep playing cards just for their abilities right now. Because I want to play him here again, which is going to allow me to... What is it? Gain a card?
I think it was, gain a card.
Gain a card.
Bottom of the deck.
Bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck.
That gaining at the bottom is going to be the hardest thing to remember.
I wish it would teleport to the bottom of the deck. And then move 1 card from your supplicants to your devotees, baby. Okay. Interesting. So my supplicants are not of the same class.
Your supplicants will, at least at the start of the game, never have any class 1s because all the class 1s were pulled out and shuffled into your deck.
But I can start stacking 2s.
You can start stacking 2s,
and
yeah.
4s.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sure. Let's just put this guy here.
Cool.
So I don't get a support yet because it's...
Yep.
Only... Yeah, nice. I have a card on the playing field. Let's go.
Nice. Man, what is that?
This is a perfect video for you guys to watch in 1.25 speed.
Because we're like because
we're a little lost on our first play.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I'm going to play this card to the well, which is draw 1 card. So I'll draw a card and then use the ability of the card you placed here, earn a convert. Take this. Thank you very much. Move this card to your devotees. and draw one card.
Okay. I am going to gain one card and draw a card. Lead her to the stage. There's yeah. And take that guy. And then I draw from the top of my deck. You're up.
Okay. I'm gonna play this card here to this well spot.
That's not a good play.
I think it's pretty good.
It probably is. I have no idea.
Well, that's not the one I want to play, actually. I'm going to play this one here. Gain a card and a convert. Take a convert and gain. Who do I want to gain? I think I will gain this one. Or wait, wrong deck. I almost put him at the bottom of the Shun deck. Okay. Whew. And that was everything. Yeah.
All right. I will play here. And what did that say on there? I don't even know.
Draw a card and then use this card's ability.
Oh, okay. So
Draw is here.
ugh. Draw a card and use that card's ability.
Move one card from your hand to your devotees.
Boom.
So you immediately shun those three cards.
Bottom of Supplicant.
Bottom of Supplicant. And you got a support. Don't like that.
Nice. Okay. Those are technically underneath for a second.
Then you also get to draw a card.
Draw a card from
Here.
here.
Yep. Okay. Dang it. It is really hard to get one of all four classes out there. I'm gonna go
I forgot about that.
I did too, and I placed that one over there. To the well, draw two cards. Use the ability of the card you placed here. Exchange this card with one card from your supplicants or your devotees. I'm going to exchange it. This guy.
Do our devotees and converts stay between rounds?
Yes.
Okay. It is my turn, right?
Yep.
Okay. Going in the last position, which is shun all supplicants, and that goes on yours as well?
It does, yep. Get shunned.
Get shunned. Okay. Alert. And use the ability. Shun one card from your hand. Let's get rid of this guy who's driving me nuts. Didn't want to use him. And earn a convert.
Nice.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. Coolio.
Cool. And then you'll get 3 new supplicants out.
Okay.
And then that will end the first round because I cannot play a card. So now we count our influence. I have 3, 7, 12, plus 16.
Whoa.
Right?
I have 6, 9, 12, 16. Ah.
Do you?
I think so.
Dang.
6, 9, 12, yeah.
12, 15.
Nah. 16.
Either way, since I won the tiebreaker, I get the support.
Why did I think 12 plus 3 was 16? Oh my.
It's all good.
I'm getting old, bro.
Okay, and then I didn't get the have one of each class, and you didn't either. So now we just take any cards you had left in your hand, and your deck, your entire deck, and the cards you played.
And we're just going to shuffle them.
And shuffle that all. So your deck is continually growing from round to round. Here are those.
He sleeves all of his cards, so this is the for anybody watching, it's very nice to do this. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Cards that get shuffled a lot, or it's important that they stay secret. I don't like dinged corners, because then I probably wouldn't remember this, but if there's like one card that's dinged and I know that's the 7 of hearts or whatever, that would drive me nuts. And not make like a fair shuffling, you know.
You could do an awesome magic trick, like
Yeah, that's true.
I could tell you where the 7 of hearts is. It's amazing. Initiative deck?
How do I have fewer? I have fewer cards in my deck than last round. Oh, it's because some of them would have been shunned or added to devotees. Interesting. Okay, so now you're gonna draw.
My deck's much bigger than yours.
Yeah, I had 9 cards last round. Now I only have 8.
Oh, I guess mine's not that much bigger. I 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I only have 2 more than
10. You. Okay, so you're gonna draw the top 5, and let's see who is. Oh, it's me again.
Good. I don't want to make that decision.
Okay, we got a card here. Earn 2 converts to shun this card. Oh, 2 converts is pretty good. I'm gonna take that card and let you go first. So,
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna start at the same spot at the circle. I'm gonna gain a card, which is gonna be so cool. Got one.
Bottom of your deck.
Nope. No, I want all of this. I cannot get that through my head.
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
And then shun 1 card from your hand. Let's shun this guy. I don't know if I like the bottom of the deck thing. I keep having to lift all my decks up to put.
I guess you could just put it like a stack down here, but yeah.
That is a good point. Yeah. And then earn a convert. Look at that.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna play this guy here to the stage. Gain a card. Earn a convert. Gain. I don't know. We'll gain you to the bottom of the supplicants. I feel like these. Or sorry, it's not bottom of supplicants when I gain. Bottom of my deck. Okay. Then making a big mess over here. Get a convert. I got 3.
Alrighty. I guess I will go to. Yes, I think this is a good play for me. Shun all supplicants again. And then I get to gain a card. Oh, I need to put these back down.
There's a lot of cycling of cards.
Yeah, there really, really is. I kind of wish a robot could do it for me. And let's see. So gain a card, earn 1 convert. Sure. I'm going to earn that card, goes to my deck.
Mm-hmm.
I almost put it right in my hand. And then I get a convert. Okay.
You got 4 of those? I feel like you're crushing me. Guess we are tied 1-1 at this moment.
Yeah, and you're doing just fine. We're about even. For now.
Man, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna play this one. Here, draw 1 card. Use the ability of the card you placed here, which is move 1 card from your hand to your devotees. And I'm going to put this guy here in my devotees, which is 3 class 1 dudes. So they get shunned. And I get a support. And I can't pick them up for some reason. Card. Yeah, I'm just going to start making a separate pile for the shunned. Okay, and then draw one card. Okay, I am done.
Okay. Gain one card, draw one card. Uh, uh, ah. Okay. I'm gonna gain this card down there. I like its ability. Putting it under my deck and drawing from the top. Yeah, third. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just gonna play this for a sec. We're gonna draw 2 cards. 1, 2. That's my whole deck.
Wow.
Then earn 2 converts. And shun this card. Get shunned.
Get shunned.
Oh, frick. We need to take that turn back.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. I was,
Oh, did you try to play right next to a place you already were?
Yeah, I did. I played it right there, which I cannot do.
I see.
I put my draw back. I need to give you your 2 converts back. And unshun the card. Alright. Luckily, that was pretty easy to undo.
Can I decide to skip my turn and let you continue?
I don't think you can.
Dang it.
Do you want to skip?
Yeah. Just in case you shun all the supplicants or something and I can get a card I need.
That makes sense. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to play this guy here. Move one of your supplicants to your hand or 1 card from your hand to your devotees. Yeah, we'll put this guy in devotees. Was that it? Yeah. Okay. And that's a 4, a 3, a 1.
Okay. Drawing 2 cards. This is drawing, right? Yeah, fire.
Mm-hmm.
And then what does it say?
Move 1 card from your supplements. Or supplements. From your supplicants to your devotees.
All right, I'm going to move this from creatine to...
yeah.
From my supplicants to my devotees? Oh, shoot. Oh, they're all the same thing. I'm going to see you because you only count as... I don't know. There we go. Yeah, third.
Okay, I'm going to play...
Dang, I failed in the alternate win condition per round. I almost did it.
I think I did it.
Oh, really?
Exchange 1 of your place cards with 1 of your supplicants. I'm going to swap this guy.
He probably has more influence and he did the thing.
For this guy.
Oh, now you got more influence because you swapped it for a supplicant influence. Is that what you did?
Well, I had to swap it, and I didn't want to change class. So I actually
you went down. It might give me an advantage. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Okay, so that round is over.
That's right. Yep, round is over.
Yeah, third. How'd you get 2 influence up there?
I got 1 from last round, and then I got 1 for devotee. I closed a devotee triplet. All right.
Oh. He's already off to the races.
I've got 3 plus 5, 8, 12, plus 5, 17.
What? How?
I think.
3. He got 3, 5, 9. I'm counting 14 for you.
Really? 3, 8, plus 4 is 12. Plus 5 is 17.
Holy. What a dementia's coming on early. You definitely beat me. I got 5, 19, 24. I got 5, 8. 6. I have 14.
14.
Holy, okay. So you got 2 right there?
So I won that one.
You're already the pariah.
And then I got 1, 3, 2, and 4. Boom, baby. Give me both of those. I got 4 support.
He's already won in 2 rounds.
That was a pretty good round. You'll have some killer rounds as well, I'm sure. All right, we've done 2 rounds.
Okay, so my hand gets shuffled back into this and everything I played.
Correct.
Okay. This game is easy to learn, but to multitask every strategy.
To play it well is a lot. There's just a lot. I think you'd have to play it quite a few times to like get what is the smartest move, because the cards are shuffling around so much.
Well, and it's weird because you have your classes, you have your numbers for influence, numbers up here, and then half the time you have an ability on your card, but you don't get to use the ability because you didn't play it at a star
one
card.
Of those for you.
And so I'm like, do I need to pay attention to the ability or not?
Yep, exactly. I almost like think about what do I want to do this turn, and then I look and see if I have a card that does that or not. But I don't know. It is tricky. My deck's just getting smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I haven't even shuffled mine. I've been staring at nothing. Let's see. All right, so we are a third of the way through the game.
Yeah.
Currently.
2, 3, 4, 5.
I can still do that math.
And this round, it is.
Please be you again.
It is not.
Oh no! What are my choices?
We will both get 3 rounds of being first. So.
Oh.
You can either take this card into your hand and let me go first, or shun the card and go first yourself.
You can go first.
Okay.
Does this go just anywhere?
No, it'll go into your hand with the 5 cards you take from the top of your deck.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Okay.
I don't feel like going first is a huge advantage. Well,
if there was like something you really wanted to do, maybe, but I'm struggling to see that.
Yeah, unless you're like fully just going for influence, high numbers, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Or there's an ability on your card that says if you go first, instantly earn support. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know if this is. I'm going to go here to the well. Draw 2 cards. 1, 2, and then use the ability, which is earn 2 converts. 1, 2, and shun the card.
Pretty dang good. Yeah. Okay, I don't know. I'm going to go to the circle and gain a card, which I don't know what card to gain. How did you get down there when you're up there? That's weird. I just gained the card I played.
Yeah, you'll have 4 copies of each because they're the
oh, okay.
One of each of the 4 classes.
And earn 2 converts. Okay, so 1, 2, and shun that card. So that'll go.
So that does the same thing mine just did.
That should go under these because I didn't put those under here yet, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna go here, draw a card, use the ability of the card you placed here, which is move 1 card from your hand to your devotees. Oh wow, that's an interesting one. And I will put this card in my devotees. Oh, and then draw a card. I can't. My deck is empty. I need to gain more cards. I feel like I'm not gaining near enough.
Okay. Gain 1 card, earn 1 convert. Gain goes down here.
Gain goes down there. Yes, sir.
Holy. Gain 1 card.
Here's your convert. I mean, you got 1, 2, 3.
I have 7 now.
Oh, you do, yeah. Instantly.
So I get 2 instantly, right?
2 instantly, and I shun all these, I think. Dang.
Devotees is a better deal.
3 for 1, yeah.
3 for 1 over 7.
But they're harder because you have to match the classes. You know, where these are just face down, it doesn't matter what they
pretty balanced. That's cool.
Yeah, what a unique game for sure. Let's see. Supplicant. Don't like any of you right now. This is kind of a funny play. We'll do this. I'm going to put you here on the stage. Gain 1 card, draw 1 card. We're going to gain... Oh no, I don't want to play you, actually. Dang it, where was the guy I wanted?
Oh, so the stage never has a star.
I'm going to place this one here, actually. Gain 2 cards.
But the well always has stars.
This one.
So if you play at the well, you always get to use your ability, no matter which side you play on. Your card ability. Because both cards
what am
have
I doing?
Stars.
Yeah, I don't get to gain both of those. I was reading the card. Gain 1 card, which is right. Now draw 1 card, which is the one I just gained. So, and then he just stays there. Okay, there we go.
Heck yeah. Oh shoot, I should have been like deciding what I was gonna do.
Oh, you're good. Like I need to do the hand symbols that these guys are doing. Yeah, just that convert thing you just did almost caught you up to me. That is nice.
Gaining a card goes to the bottom of your deck. I'll never get that through my head. And so now I get to earn a convert. Yeah, there. Move this card to your devotees. Yeah, there. Draw 1 card. That's interesting that cards go into play, and then it says if you never took the turn, you just have extra stuff. Because it comes back out as the play.
Yeah, comes back out sometimes, yeah. I'm going to go to the hall. Shun all the supplicants. Including yours. Then use the ability of the card, which is move 1 card from your supplicants to your devotees. Dang it, none of them are level 1, which I should have known. I'm going to put this level 2 one down there. Okay. 1, 4, 2. I feel like getting a card of each different class out there is super important. And if you do that every round, you get 6 extra points. I don't know.
If you did what?
If you do a card of each class.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of points. It's just pretty hard to pull off.
Okay. We'll play it in the hall. Move 1 of your supplicants to your hand, or move 1 card from your hand to your devotees. I'll do. Yes, sir. Gets me a support. Uh-oh.
Yeah. You've gotten a lot from your devotees and converts this round.
I can't pick that up. Okay. Those get instantly shunned?
Yeah.
She goes back there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the circle. Gain 1 card. I'm gonna gain this one. Use the ability of the card you placed here. Earn 1 convert. How many I got? 1, 2, 3, 6. Move this card to your devotees. Oh, freak. He's at 3. Blech. And then draw 1 card.
Oh, your deck's little.
It really is.
Let's see.
Which is probably not going to be good for me at the end of the game.
Exchange 1 of your placed cards with 1 of your supplicants. And I choose you, Pikachu.
Nice. Now you have a 1, 2, and a 3 out there. Nice work.
I didn't even see that.
No,
but now I do.
Yeah. Gain 1 card. Use the ability of the card you placed here.
If I would have put this card there, I'd have the
Do it.
2.
Swap it. That's you would have seen it.
I was only looking at the influence number.
Yeah. What do I need out there? I've got a 2, a 1, a 4. I think I need to play this 3. Gain 1 card. Let me gain this guy. Then use the ability of the card you put here. Move 1 card from your hand to your devotees. I'm going to put this one in my devotees, which gives me 3 level 1 devotees. Shun them. And get a
Nice
support for level 1 devotees. And then draw 1 card.
All right, so I get to draw 2 cards. Drawing them is from here. Yes. And draw a third, right?
Mm-hmm.
Move 1 place card to another doesn't matter.
Another location, which can't be done, so it's skipped.
Okay.
All right, that's the end of round 3.
Oh, shoot.
Whew, okay, I got 3, 6, 9, 14.
I have 5, 10, 15, 17. Oh, shoot.
Dang. So you won that one. I think I got 1 of each class. You probably did as well.
I think I did.
1, 4,
1, 2.
3, and 2, yeah.
For anybody watching, we have a glare from our...
The lights glare on our sleeves a little more than it does at the top. So we're like bobbing and weaving.
We both have 6 support. This might come down to the end game win condition.
Yeah, with the deck, and your deck is bigger than mine, I feel like.
Uh-oh. The real pariah.
All right.
Okay, so
took my cards back.
We are 50%
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I only have 7 cards in my deck. It's just slowly going down.
Oh, wow. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
What am I doing with all of them?
I don't know.
I must be throwing them in devotees or shunning. I don't know.
Did you eat any of them?
Yeah, I'm kind of hungry, so maybe I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards for me. And this is a Devin round.
What is the ability? Draw 2 cards, move 1 opposing place. Get that out of here. Shun that. And I get to go now, right?
You gotta go first.
Okay. How many converts do I have? 1? And I got 1 devotee at a 2. Okay. What did I do with the card you gave me?
You shunned it so that you could go first.
Okay, I did shun it. I think 2, 3. I think I grabbed that deck and swapped it with the deck in my hand. Because that was 8 and this was 5.
Oh, that's funny.
I was like, why do I have so many cards? I was like, oh man. All right. Okay, I will just do that then. I'm going to go to the circle and gain a card. I'm going to gain this card. Maybe that's what I'm doing is
You're gaining more often than me.
Gaining when I play them at a star.
Yeah.
And then I get to use its ability. Move 1 card from your supplicants to your devotees. So I will move this here.
Okay, I'm going to the well. Draw 1 card. Use the ability of the card you placed here, which is move 1 card from your supplicants to your devotees. And I'm going to move this guy to my devotees. And that is my whole turn.
Okay, I will go to the well as well. Draw 2 cards, and then my ability says I keep forgetting what I'm placing.
Shun 1 card from your hand and earn 1 convert.
Oh, okay. I will shun this card. And now I need one of your guys. Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm going to go here to the hall. Move one of your supplicants to your hand, or one card from your hand to your devotees. I'm going to play this one to my devotees, which gives me 3 class 3 devotees. Shun. And get a support.
Nice. All right. Shun all supplicants. So let's start there.
There is so much cycling of cards.
Oh, it's crazy. There's a lot of moving things around. I just said exactly what you said in a more dumb way.
I liked it. It sounded good.
Okay, perfect. Now what? Where did I play? I played this, right?
Yes. I think.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gain 1 card, earn 1 convert. Okay.
I'll give you the convert.
I gained this card. And now you gave me the convert. Okay, cool.
Then shun this card.
And shun that card. Okay. I see the strategy a little bit to the game. Like if I see you play a card and then that card comes back down to something here, I know I have an extra turn this round to use an ability from a card.
Yeah.
Why am I telling you the Pariahs strategies?
I needed the help. I'm going to play.
Do you have the same characters as me?
I think so. Might be different artwork.
I think it is different art.
Okay. Shun all supplicants.
You can't play there.
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot to think about. Frick.
There is. There's a lot of little.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to play. I'm going to play him here. Gain a card and draw a card. I'm going to gain this one. It was the bottom of my deck. And draw this one. Dang it. It's not what I wanted it to be.
All right. We are shunning all supplicants again. Yes, sir.
Okay. Should come out, and then he would be shunned.
Gain a card. Okay.
Not doing very well.
So what did I get? Gain a card. So gain goes to the bottom of the deck. And you may move this card. I don't want to. It says I may.
Yeah, may means you do not have to. Okay. I will, oh, this is actually good for me. 1, 2, 4.
It's not good for me. I'm slightly off.
Dang it. I am as well, actually. Darn. I can only place in one spot, so I guess I have to go there. And it's just exchange one of your place cards with one of your supplicants. So what if I do... Oh, no, but I don't have the one I need. Frick. I'm going to just play this one here and exchange it for... They're all worth 2, so I guess I don't really care. Exchange it with you.
Okay, so I don't get to play the ability, so it doesn't really matter. I have a 1, 4, 3. I don't have a 2 in my hand, so it's not really going to matter. I'm only going to get the ability of what I... Okay. Okay. Gain 1 card, earn 1 convert. So, snag these. And then gain a card. Supplicants to devotees. I don't hate that. I kind of like that card, to be honest. Let's put that in there. Ah, wonderful.
Sweet. That's the end of round 4.
Nice. I think you killed me on influence, and you probably got the thing done, didn't you?
I didn't. I have
Oh. Wonderful.
2 of these 4s. I couldn't find a 3.
4, 7, 10, 12. You have way more. 6, 10, 15. Yeah, you've already beat me.
Okay. Did you get the 4 different classes?
I did not. I was off by 1.
Yeah, ditto. I still only have 7 cards in my deck.
What? No way.
I think I'm just gaining them and then throwing them in DOTs and other places that get them shunned.
Yeah, I have a decent amount of cards right now. At least 15 in my deck.
Yeah. Okay. This round it is me. I think I'm going to shun him and go first.
Cool.
Okay. And I'm going to go here at the stage, gain a card. We'll gain this one and earn 1 convert. Should put me at 7. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Shun all those guys.
Oh, that's a big win for you to get 2 more support. Have you gone through converts twice?
No, that was my first time.
Oh.
I've done a few devotees. All right.
All right. Gain a card. Let's gain. I will gain this card. I like that card. It's very nice. And then I'm doing what? Oh, these need to go under here, I think.
Yeah, those are the shunned converts I just gave you back.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know where that came from. And then earn 2 converts from you, which puts me at, let's see, 1. What am I at? 5? Well, I need
6.
2, so 6.
Close.
And then I shun this card.
Okay, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play this one here. Draw a card. Use the ability of the card you place here. Exchange this card with 1 card in your supplicants or your devotees, and I'm gonna exchange it with this one.
Okay, I go here again, so I'm going to gain a card. And your devotees. Yeah, I will gain you. And shun 1 card from your hand. I will shun this card.
Nice, and you get.
And I get a convert, which gives me 7. So right back to you.
Nice.
And then what? 2 of these go up here?
Yep.
Nice, okay. So now that I'm at 0 converts, I will not be emphasizing that unless I have extremely crazy cards.
Yep. 1 and how many you got over there? 2. I think I will go here. Move 1 supplement to your hand or a card from your hand to your devotees. And
we need a supplement counter.
Did I say supplement again?
Oh, yeah.
Supplicant. And I'll play that guy to my devotees.
Okay, so you played 3 cards down already.
Yeah, that's a good tip, like you mentioned, keeping track of how many cards your opponent has down. Because if they get their 4th one, that would
you can just end this. So I'm not worried about beating you on influence. I would almost prefer to use card abilities instead. Draw 2 cards, move 1 opposing place. Well, in that case, I am just going to Ooh, I want to do that or no? Yeah, I want to do this at the well. So draw 2 cards. Okay. 1,
Ah, he is going for the convert.
2. Shun this card. Okay. I have multiple of this card, so I can
2
potentially get that. I'm just not going to beat you up there. No way. Especially if you end it on this next turn.
Yeah. 1, 4, 2. Exchange one of your place cards. We'll just...
Yeah, and where you had to play, you didn't even get to use the card ability. So that card could have never came back.
Right.
So it's just over anyways. Okay.
Exactly. If I couldn't play in one of these spots.
But I do get to go.
You do get to go.
Okay.
I just gotta swap this guy with this guy. I think that's what it... Yeah, well, yep.
Alright.
I almost don't feel smart enough for this game.
I will go again to draw 2 cards and move 1 card from your supplicants to your devotees, which they get shunned because they're all 2s.
Nice.
And I get 1 more support. Ta-da! Is that it? Yeah.
Yep. All right, and then I can't play, so that will end our round.
1 round left.
Okay, so I should win the influence.
Yeah, definitely.
And I have 1, 4, 3, and 2.
Wow,
so
good job doing that.
Another one.
You might beat me until the very end. I get to count my deck.
Quite a few, yeah. We should take our cards back, and then we should count the score here before the last round, just so we know.
Okay.
How far? What the standing is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still only have 7 cards in my hand.
I only have 14. I must have shunned a few more that round because I think I had 16 the round before.
Okay. Then this card is going to be you. So you will have this choice. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 support.
I am going to shun him and go first.
Okay.
And
big round.
What am I holding? Oh, I was like, what are these? These are my support cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 12 of those?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. It'll be close, I think. I really do. I think it'll be close at the end. I need to shuffle these real quick. Bear with me. Trying to be fast. I'm a noob board game player.
Want to know, wonder if it says on Board Game Geek how the rounding works. If it is just at like the 5s, that makes sense to me.
Oh, did that not say?
It just says for each 10 influence a player has in their deck, rounded up, they secure 1 support. Rounded up can just be interpreted a lot of different ways. So I'll try and look while we're finishing this roundup. See if anyone has asked the same question.
4, 5. Okay. All right. Let's see. What am I going to do here?
Oh, yeah. It does round up even at 1. 0 to
really?
10 is 1 support. 11 to 20 is 2 support. 21 to 30 is 3. Cool. That was direct from John Clowdus. Answered that question on Board Game Geek.
Oh, wow. So. Ooh. Okay. This last round is going to be goated for me, just so you know.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm going to try to make it that.
Draw 2 cards.
Then, I do like that part.
Yeah. Then use the ability.
Which is?
Gain a card. And...
Okay. So I gained it to the bottom of my deck.
Here's a convert.
And I get a convert as well?
Mm-hmm. And then this card is shunned.
Okay.
Yeah, I can. I just need to try and end it quick, right? So that you don't get all your stuff. I'm going to go here to the well, draw one card. And the ability is move one card from your hand to your devotees. I'm going to play this one.
Oh, nice. So that gets you a support?
And that will give me support. If I can pick them up. So now I'm at 13. And then draw one card to end my turn.
Okey dokey.
1, 2, 3. Draw 2 cards. You really want that, don't you? And then shun one card from your hand and earn a convert. I will give you your convert here.
I will shun this card.
Okay.
Okay.
I will play here. Gain a card, draw a card. I will. It's 1 and 4. 2 and 3. I will gain a card and draw a card.
All right, so you're done.
I am done.
Where did my card go that I want to do? So, okay. Shun all supplicants. Which you need to do on your side as well.
Oh, right. Shunned.
And then I get 2 more converts. Whew. So am I at 6? And then I shun this card, right? Yes.
Okay. I'm going to place here. Exchange one of your place cards with one of your supplicants. Swap him.
And that was just that card's ability. I see. Never mind.
That was just the location.
All right. So 1. Oh, how do I want to do this? Okay. So we'll go here, gain a card, earn a convert. So you can just take all these back.
Nice.
And I want. Yeah. But none of those really help me. Yeah.
Might just want the 3 then, since it'll give you the most points.
I just already have a 1 class out there. These are all 1 class.
But he'll go to the bottom, so you might not even see him.
Oh, duh. Wow.
That gaining, it'll get you. Gotta get those gains. All right, and then my last turn. Unless I played one that would remove him, but I'm probably not going to do that. Would be 1, 3, 4. I'll go here. Move one of your supplicants to your hand. And I'll take this one to my hand. And put him there.
So I won't be able to go.
This will be your last turn.
This will be my last turn. Okay. Mm-hmm. So then I will play this card. No. Well, it doesn't really do anything. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to just make sure that whatever I play says gain a card. Okay. So gain 1 card, gain 1 card. So I'm going to gain
2, yeah.
And then hopefully that's a 3. It's not. So we'll just.
And then you want to put that in your devotees, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, thought so. All right, no, that's the end.
Who's gonna win?
So we'll do the last round real quick. I think I've got the most. 3, 8, 13.
And did you do a 1, 2, 3, 4?
18? I did.
Ooh, you might beat me.
1,
you might. That might be clutching up here at the end.
2 for me.
I don't know if I'll have enough.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, then you're just going to take all your cards back.
I think you win this by a little. I really do.
You would need to have a monster number here.
And I'm not going to have a monster number. Thought I'd have more. I know you've been stealing some.
Yeah, exactly. That's 10. And, oof, luckily I got to... Well, dang it, I didn't get to 21. I got 220, I think. That is 4 more. Yeah, I got 220. So that means I get 2 more cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
And I got 35, so I would have 4 more support, which puts me only... you beat me. Crazy, even though I had so many cards.
Because you got a few that round. You got a couple. You got 2 from converts at least.
So I got 4 more?
Yep.
Okay, so what was your end number?
I ended at 17.
Oh yeah, you've got more than me. I can see the fat stack over there.
Fat, juicy stack of support right here. Well, bam.
I think you still beat me, but I don't think I ever put support for getting the 7 converts again.
I think you had 9 before that round started?
I had 9 and I just gained 4. It shows 13 in here.
Okay, so you should be at 15.
I should be at 15.
Wow, that's tighter than I thought it was going to be, actually.
Yeah, not too shabby.
15 to 17. All right, Dev, before we end this episode real quick, what are your first thoughts of Pariahs?
The thing I like about the game is it was one of the easiest games for me to instantly know how to play.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I just place my cards.
Just 1 card.
I know I get the card ability if there's a star. And then as it went, I started to understand how long each round was going to be. And I realized this is a fantastic way to have variety in your deck because it allows you to draw 2 cards, even though it doesn't count as influence.
Mm-hmm.
It was helping me because I started that round, so I knew I had 5 turns. And so it gave me more options. Just, I don't know, you learn little things as you go. It's not my favorite game that we've played here, though.
Yeah.
It's fine. I wish the art was a little more overwhelming. I
like the minimalist art.
I don't hate it. I don't know.
I liked it as well. In my head, it's hard for me to put together, like, what are the different strategies? Because I went for, like, a lean deck strategy, right? Just throw all my cards into devotees and converts and shun stuff. And try really hard to get the class bonuses at the end of each round. And even with that, I mean, if I hadn't got 1 or 2 of those class bonuses, we're about tied. So
yeah, and if I would have got more of those bonuses.
Yeah, and you went for a bigger deck. I mean, it wasn't that different. What was it, 7 cards, 14? So yeah, I'm not sure. I wonder if you could push the limits even more. Could I thin that deck out even more and only have a 5-card deck? And could you end with 25? Would that make a difference?
I don't know if it'd be enough. I feel like it's almost so balanced, like Lord of the Rings, Duel for Middle Earth, that
yeah,
you're almost always going to end up
pretty tight.
Pretty tight, yeah.
Unless you're playing really terribly.
Exactly.
I liked how unique it was. I liked that the cards are kind of flying around and getting converts and stuff. I thought it would be more fiddly than it was. Just like setting it up here, I was like, oh man, there's a lot of locations, and I have a card with your color on it. So that means I'm stealing your cards and vice versa. And then you're trying to get sets here in your devotees, but that's actually pretty easy to administer. The hardest part is just remembering that gain goes under your deck.
Yeah, that was a tough part. I think one of the hardest things to remember is just where you need each class type. If I've got devotees of class 1 over here, but I also need a 1 up here.
Yeah.
Oh, I just wasted my 1 up there. Now I can't do my devotees till next round. That type of thing.
Yeah,
if you can
swap them
remember
out from here, but it's hard to remember.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit of flexibility because you can swap stuff out. You know, put a card from your hand in your devotees, or shun that card to give you 2 converts, or swap. There was even one card, I don't think any of us played it, that was move one of your opponent's cards to a different location.
I never saw that.
You didn't see that one?
No.
I'm pretty sure I saw it. Let me see. Yeah, right here. Draw 1 card and move 1 placed. Oh, that's not the one. Move 1 place card to another location. Here it is. Draw 2 cards. Move 1 opposing placed card to another location. So I wonder I don't feel like we moved stuff around a ton. I wonder if those moving cards.
Just to like open up a spot where you want to use.
Yeah. Or. Yeah,
it's hard because there's not a huge variety in what you're seeing on these. Like gain 1 card, gain 1 card, gain 1 card. I guess this adds draw, this adds convert.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I would have had this massive advantage in any way if I moved one of your cards from here to here, because at the end of the round you have the same amount of influence.
Number, basically. Yeah. Yeah, it's just basically freeing up a spot, maybe.
I almost wish that card said shun one of the opposing's placed cards.
Yeah.
Like if it was a 3 and you wanted to win the influence battle, that type of thing.
Because a card like that would have been helpful for you at the end, because I was pushing to get my 4 cards out to finish it.
Yeah, I could have kept going for a second.
You could have had one more turn, maybe. So yeah, I don't know. Interesting game. I liked it. I'm not sure if I like it as much as Omen. And I'm a little... I don't know. The thing I'm thinking about is, like, how different would I play next time? Are there lots of different strategies, or is it... I don't know. Is it going to feel very similar next time? But who knows? I thought it was kind of fun, though. Interesting little game. Well, thanks so much for watching this playthrough here on Gaming Top Down, and we'll see you on the next one. And that's going to end episode 37, Devin. Like I said, very short episode at 2.5 hours.
Hey, it was a good time.
Yeah, it was good.
It's nice to add something different in. Yeah,
and we got a play of a game in, which always makes me happy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We can talk about Pariahs on the next episode. Content begets content, I guess.
Straight up.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks so much for listening and watching. Make sure to check us out on Patreon at patreon.com/supergamebrothers, and we will see you next week for episode 38. Till then, have a good one.
Bye.